my dear friends. What? December favorites? Now? Have you been lazy again? No, you little shit. I posted over 20 videos in December and 10 of them in January, so fuck off. Please watch my video. So here's what I enjoyed in December. And today we're going to talk about music, YouTube and TV shows. In December I managed to see Dodie at Bush Hall in the middle of December, and it was awesome. I made a whole vlog about it and you can watch it here. I arrived at the last minute and somehow found tickets and it was awesome, and then there was a meetup and I talked a bit with her and it was a lot of fun, and I hope I can see her again soon. Actually, I'm going to see her again. I already have tickets for March in Birmingham? Something like that. The first thing on YouTube is a channel called Morgen Star. I knew this person on Instagram before I knew them on YouTube. On Instagram they're Pixie Slut, I think. Their Instagram is super cool as well. Their YouTube is really cute. I think there's mostly songs and it's really well done, and I like the way this person speaks and it's cool, you should check it out. Back in October I recommended a channel to you called Beth Blvd. I still love this channel, and they posted a video that's absolutely stunning. It's called Study in Movement Part 3 and it's beautiful. It's a bunch of shots, some are reversed and some are slowed down, and the music is perfectly synchronized and it is just incredible. You should watch it and just lose yourself in the video. It doesn't really have a story, it's just amazing shots and goals, honestly. Now the last one in YouTube is a bit out of the picture now. I really enjoyed in December the TJLC Advent. I don't really know how to talk about that now because it's kind of past. Basically, TJLC is the people who believe that John and Sherlock will be a couple in BBC Sherlock, and the TJLC Advent was each day of December there was someone different coming to the TJLC Explained channel and making something different about all that. So I really liked that. That was fascinating, and it took all my time because there was like an hour-long video every day. It was a mess. In this monthly favourite videos I usually tell you guys about the favourites among my own videos, the one that I preferred filming or editing or something, and this month it is the 2 videos we made about John Locke with my friend Plumpy and also Charlotte being behind the camera. There's a main video and there's the bloopers, and both of them are now here. That was so much fun to shoot, and I'm so glad I got to spend some time with my friends because they were awesome. I think both of the TV shows I'm about to recommend are Netflix shows, but I'm not sure. The first is 3%. It is a show that is set in Southern America, if I'm not wrong. It's a dystopian future kind of thing, and that's really my thing. Some people think it's really depressing, they're right. Dystopias are really depressing, but they're fascinating and I love them. In the world of 3%, I'm bad at math. 97% of the population is poor and miserable, and they can take a test, and if there are some of the 3% that manage to pass the test, they go to the other side, and the other side is supposed to be this beautiful utopic world where everything is fine, there's no illnesses, there's no poverty, there's no nothing. There's only one season out and we follow this group of people going through this test. It's been done a lot, you know, the whole going through a test thing, but it's fascinating. The characters are really interesting. I watched it in the original language. I think it's Portuguese, but I'm not entirely sure. I can't understand whatever language that was, but I really feel like it added another layer to the show, so I watched it in the original language with English subtitles, and I would recommend watching it with the original language if you can. Very fascinating characters, really cool, and very well written, cool plot twists, really like that. I also really enjoyed Black Mirror. I heard a lot of people talking about it, so I had to binge watch it. Every episode of Black Mirror is a standalone story. They're all set a few years in the future, so they have elements that we don't have now. I see this show as a sort of study of what the future could be. Except it's really pessimistic. I'm someone who always believes in the human race. Even though right now the world is going to shit, I still believe in humans. This show doesn't. This show considers that every human is a piece of shit, so that's that. And apparently when you talk about Black Mirror, you're supposed to say what your favourite episodes were. So mine were the 4th episode of the 2nd series, White Christmas. Without any spoiler, the whole being blocked IRL is really terrifying. And the plot twist in this episode was brilliant. I mean, I kind of saw it coming, but it was still brilliant and terrifying. And oh my god, I finished this episode and I was... My brain was melting from my ears and I was a little bit terrified. I also loved the 2nd episode of the 3rd series, which is Playtest, with this guy that goes testing a futuristic horror video game, and it was brilliant and terrifying. And apparently this episode, either you love it or you hate it, and I loved it, and it really impacted me, and I finished that, and for the following 3 days I was like, oh god. And the 3rd episode that I really liked was the 4th episode of the 3rd series, called San Junipero. It was beautiful, it was gay, it dealt with life after death, virtual reality. Brilliant, all subjects that I love. It wasn't as scary as the others, it was just nice and poetic, and my heart has been stolen by these 2 ladies. Well, that's all I've got for December. Sorry I'm late. I'm going to try and be more on schedule in the future, but I just posted so many videos in December and January, and my monthly favourites just weren't my priority. Thank you for watching. I'm now going to film my January favourites because I'm that organised. So I shall see you very soon.